In case you missed it, here are 3 things you need to know from this week's Friday Night Smackdown. First, Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton continued their feud and continued to blur the lines with their feud. Charlotte attacked Tiffany in the parking lot before the show in a clip that went viral on social media and that they mentioned on the broadcast. Then they also brought up everything that happened last week and said that because of the personal nature of the attacks and both of them crossing the line, they had both been fined. And it feels like now nothing is going to be able to be believed when it comes to any sort of reports or anything about this feud in particular. This is the ultimate, like, I'll believe it when I see what happens at WrestleMania. But with everything happening and with all of these reports and all of these conflicting stories, I am so interested in what is actually going to happen at WrestleMania with these guys. Second, the team of Lyra Valkyria and Bayley ran the gauntlet and defeated basically every women's tag team that is on the rosters to qualify to face Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan at WrestleMania. I don't understand why it's not Lyra Valkyria defending the women's IC title. This kind of just makes it feel not as important as anything else, as the women's tag titles, which have not been treated well over the last few months as it is already. And it just feels, I don't know, like I'm excited to see Lyra get the WrestleMania moment and to have Bayley on the card. But there's so many titles that aren't on the card that doing this and throwing together a tag team to have them like run through the competition just feels like a weird choice when you could be highlighting, the women's United States title, the women's IC title, anything like that. It's just, I don't know. And third, we got a little bit of insight into what Randy Orton's WrestleMania match might be. There were some reports that say he's definitely still getting a match, and tonight, to kick off the show, he had a discussion segment with Nick Aldis where he kind of said, like, hey, pick up your wrestling boots. Like, why don't we wrestle? And that would be incredible. Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga came out afterwards and both started to beat him up. So I don't know if they would maybe do a tag match with him, but I would love to see Randy Orton and Nick Aldis in 2025. That would be incredible at WrestleMania. I hope that's the route they go, but it kind of feels like that's just going to be a tease. So it's disappointing if they don't do that and if they tease it, but I'm kind of hoping this is something where they plant the seed now to pay it off, even if it's not at Mania, to pay it off at some point. This was a really packed show that had a lot of stuff going on, so it was kind of hard to pick 3 things that really stood out. Let me know what your favorite part of the show this week was.